The language that connects the world. English is more than just a language, it's the key to global communication, knowledge, and opportunity. Spoken by over 1 billion people, it unites cultures, fuels innovation, and opens doors to endless possibilities. With its simple grammar, vast vocabulary, and presence in business, science, and entertainment, English has become the world's most powerful tool for connection. Whether you are traveling, learning, or building a career, mastering English unlocks a universe of opportunities. English isn't just a language, it's your gateway to the world. Title: Pip the Penguin and the Warming World. Once upon a time, in a sparkling icy land at the very bottom of the earth, there lived a curious little penguin named Pip. Pip loved sliding on his belly across the frosty glaciers and diving into the chilly ocean to chase silvery fish. But one day, Pip noticed something strange. The ice around his home was melting faster than ever before. Big chunks of glacier broke off into the sea, and the fish seemed to be swimming deeper, where the water was colder. "Mama," Pip asked, waddling up to his mother, "why is our home changing?" Mama Penguin sighed. "The earth is getting warmer, little one. It's called global warming. The ice is melting because the air and ocean are too hot." Pip tilted his head. "But why is the earth warmer?" "That's a big question," Mama said. "Maybe you should ask wise old owl. He knows many things." So, the next morning, Pip set off on an adventure across the ocean to find wise old owl, who lived in a tall pine tree far away. Along the way, Pip met a tired polar bear floating on a tiny piece of ice. "Hello, Mr. Bear," Pip called. "Why do you look so sad?" The polar bear groaned. "There's hardly any ice left to rest on. The sea is too warm, and the seals I hunt are disappearing. I don't know where to go." Pip's heart sank. "I'm going to find wise old owl. He'll know what to do." Pip swam onward until he reached a tropical island. There, he met a sea turtle named Tilly, who was crying. "What's wrong?" Pip asked. Tilly pointed to the ocean with her flipper. "Look at all this plastic. It's tangled around my friends, and the coral reefs where we live are turning white and dying. The water feels like a hot bath." "Global warming," Pip whispered. "I'm going to find answers. Come with me." Together, Pip and Tilly traveled to a lush green forest where wildfires had turned the trees black. A young deer named Daisy stood alone, her eyes wide with fear. "The fires came so fast," Daisy said. "The trees are gone, and the air is smoky. I can't find my family." Pip hugged her gently. "We'll help you. Let's find wise old owl." At last, they reached the pine tree where wise old owl perched. His golden eyes gleamed kindly. "Ah, little ones," he hooted. "You've come to learn about global warming." "Yes," Pip said. "Why is the earth getting hotter? And how can we stop it?" The owl spread his wings. "Long ago, humans discovered something called fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas to power their homes, cars, and factories. But burning these fuels releases invisible gases into the air. These gases act like a thick blanket around the earth, trapping the sun's heat. That's the greenhouse effect." Tilly frowned. "But why is that bad?" "A little blanket keeps the earth warm enough for life," Owl explained. "But too much makes it overheat. Ice melts, oceans rise, and storms grow stronger. Animals and plants can't adapt fast enough." Daisy stomped her hoof. "But humans are smart. Can't they fix this?" Owl nodded. "Many humans are trying. They're inventing clean energy from sunlight, wind, and water. They're planting trees, recycling, and protecting forests. But they need to work faster, and everyone must help." Pip's eyes lit up. "What can we do?" Owl smiled. "Small actions add up. Tell everyone you meet. Save energy. Turn off lights and use less electricity. Reduce waste, recycle, reuse, and say no to plastic. Protect nature, plant trees and care for animals. The friends thanked Owl and raced home to share the message. Pip taught his penguin colony to keep the ocean clean. Tilly rallied her turtle friends to nibble away plastic nets. Daisy and the deer planted new trees where the forest had burned. Meanwhile, far away, a group of children heard about the animals' efforts. They decided to help too. They rode bikes instead of cars, used solar-powered lamps, and started a school garden. They even wrote letters to grown-ups, saying, "Please protect our planet." Years later, Pip stood on a freshly frozen glacier, watching the northern lights dance. The air felt cooler, and the ocean teemed with fish again. Tilly swam by, her shell free of plastic, and Daisy bounded through a thriving forest. The earth wasn't perfect, but it was healing, because everyone had worked together. The end. Moral for kids: global warming is a big problem, but every tiny action helps. Just like Pip and his friends, you can be a hero by saving energy, reducing waste, and caring for nature. Remember, the earth is our only home, and it's up to all of us to protect it.